Today we are going to look into some relationship dramas, and I think both of them will surprise you. Am I the a-hole, female 28, for cheating on male 35? Context. My ex split up with me near Valentine's Day. Oh, so sorry. It sucks to be alone on Valentine's Day, doesn't it? At the same time, my father was hospitalized for being sick. During this difficult time, I installed some dating apps. I also did reach out to ex-heartbroken, telling him in the message of everything on in my life. He ended up reaching out to me and said he would have never ended up things if he knew my situation with my family. Oh, no. It's never a good time for breakup. It's always gonna be a heartbreaking situation. I know it's just unfortunate that it happened now when you have a sick dad, but how's that meant to be reassuring? I've got dogs fighting outside. Can you hear it? He said he'd be there to support me. A breakup during family problems was illogical. Hey, what? I don't get that logic. But our relationship status was not talked about, though he referred to me as his girlfriend sometimes, while sometimes saying we should not be in a relationship again. He ended up blocking me again after another argument a few days later. That sounds like a very messy situation. I called him back heartbroken, and of course he was back to being supportive during these difficult times. He has stated he will support me as a friend and that once again we should not be in a relationship ever. He had mentioned we should never try anything sexual to ensure we don't go back. So I had been talking to some guys on dating apps while my boyfriend and I were in these stages. I ended up seeing a guy yesterday night. I don't feel guilty for cheating because we never discussed being back together, and he did fully end us during the initial breakup. No, not true. You did fully discuss not ever being back together. Your only relationship is just friendship, and then nothing sexual should be happening. So you're clearly not in a romantic relationship. Don't agree with you on this, OP. There's no cheating involved whatsoever. You're not a couple. But he has been supporting me, though distant, inviting me to see him with friends or messaging me very distantly, limiting to asking every few hours how things are going. Did I cheat? Am I the a-hole? No, you're not. You didn't cheat on anyone. I think it would be you need a reassurance. You don't, guys. He's done and dusted. He's just there to mostly support you. Because unfortunately, I think he feels sorry for you, that you're going through what you're going through. But I think very much healthier would have been for you to just reach out to your friends and don't rely on him. You must have some other friends than him. Please cut him off. It's not good for you. Because look what is going on, in what mental state you are. You know, you are being in some stupid Porsche situation with your ex. He's clearly stating that you're not a couple, you're never gonna have sex, then you have arguments, he's blocking you. That sounds exhausting, honestly. And for any of those who went through this, what's the appropriate way to tell him things? Right now, our relationship is not discussed, so it's not appropriate to bring it up. But he is supporting me. Telling him would devastate him still. Would it? I don't think you would. Just cut him off. Block him. Go. That's the easiest way. I like to be with him. And I think that's the biggest problem, that you still want to be with this guy. But to ask him to fully go back and be there sexually, it's not something he wants either. Not even I, because the pain I have from him leaving on Valentine's Day by blocking me is still so tender. I'm not sure. Guidance and opinions, please. Oh God. I know it's so simple to say that. For me, just forget it, girl. Just forget it. There's no hope. And even if you keep trying to get back with him, it's just going to be so draining. Sounds so toxic. You don't want to be dipping in and out, never knowing what's going on, because I don't feel he ever will give you the reassurance that you're gonna go back. Personally, from what I'm hearing, what you put here. Let's see what the comments say. You're the a-hole. Ah, interesting take. Yes, you're officially single and free to do whatever you want. However, you deceived your ex thinking that you needed him for support during your family problems, so he was doing what was right because you called him for support. Oh, that's an interesting take. So what Taco Strong says is that he's not completely bad a guy, but because he felt sorry for you and that you potentially manipulated him to be there for you, you pulled him back into your life, although he clearly doesn't want to be with you. It's an interesting take, and I kind of agree with that. Yeah. If you broken up, then stay broken up and go no contact. Then you're truly free to do whatever you want. Honestly, you shouldn't even be on dating apps if you're still entangled and talking to your ex. Choose one and stop playing games. 100% you're the a-hole. Such an interesting take. Thank you very much, Taco Strong. Yes, you're the a-hole, but for a different reason than I thought. But I still don't think you were cheating per se. You were manipulating your boyfriend, and that's an a-hole move. Wow. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next story and see what this one is about. Am I the a-hole for wanting a divorce because my husband no longer finds me attractive? Damn, girl. Okay, let's have a look. My husband, 30 male, and me, 31 female, have struggled with attraction for 3 years. 3 years ago, my husband, let's call him Mark, told me he lost attraction for me. Oh God, what devastating news. He said it was only 25%, but it was gone due to the weight I gained after having his kids. Oh man. I feel sorry for you even more, but I'm so fuming now with your husband. What a prick. To be clear, I'm completely comfortable with how I look, and I think I look even prettier, curvy. Go girl. Yes. We've been together now for almost 10 years, and every time we argue about this topic, Mark always brings up how he would find me more attractive if I went to the gym. Oh, I'm a logical woman who needs logic for arguments and not much feelings so I can better understand a point of view. Mark and I have separated 3 times over this issue, and every time I bring up divorce because of it, Mark states it's unfair. I always bring it up and he would never leave me overweight. But yet, he never touches me and refuses to have any intimate time. Oh my God, what a double prick. So let me explain to you how I read this. So, marriage or any committed long-term relationship where we're planning on being together till death do us part means that we need to take into considerations that many things may and will change. We are going to have fluctuations in weight. We are going to get older. Our opinions, interests may change. we are going to be looking very different in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And that's given. And that's something that we as people should be thinking of when we're deciding on committing to long-term relationship. Because yes, attraction is important, but the whole magic of true love between two people is to grow together, relearn who we are, when the years keep passing by. Because obviously, especially for people who maybe got together when they were only very, very young, they're not gonna have the same opinions and thoughts when they were 16, 20, 30. We constantly change, and the whole magic is in being able to falling in love with each other over and over again. And if that's not possible, maybe that relationship is not serving us. But what's sinister in his statement is here that he's not gonna break up with you over your weight, because he knows that the judgment he's gonna get from people for that is going to be huge, and he's not ready for that. Especially that fluctuation in your weight was because you were bearing his children. And maybe that's the thing he never shared with you. He said that he has specific body type that he likes, and he doesn't find it attractive, although you think you're beautiful and you feel better in your little bit more curvy body. But just makes me feel that his love is not mature enough, that it was based just on that superficial attraction he had, that he wasn't truly in love with what you as a whole person represent. It really saddens me. Wow. It's a huge, huge blow, and so bloody selfish of him, because he doesn't want to break up with you over your weight. He wants to change you. He wants you to go to the gym. He says it has to do with how he was born. Never being attracted to fat women was his preference. But I believe since we've been together for 10 years almost and share a few kids, that the time we spend together is more valuable and meaningful than my body, and he should get over how I look and love me for me. Yeah, exactly that. He agrees, but says I can never change that part of him. Fortunately, I think he's a very superficial man. He just keeps reaffirming what I just said. I brought up divorce 3 days ago, stating we both are in love with each other, but because our intimate times no longer happen except once a month if I'm lucky, I feel this will never change and we should get a divorce. He says he can't get over editing AI images of me being anorexic with a big bust and surrounded by men gawking over me because it's his fantasy. The fuck? Thanks for no warning, OP. That just like a little surprise statement. Bring. He seriously has some psychological issue. Maybe he was abused by somebody who is a little bit bigger. Maybe instead of divorcing, you guys should go and have a therapy or send him to therapy and unpack what's going on. I'm convinced if he keeps editing these AIs and comparing them from when I was 140 pounds to now, then of course he'll never want to be physical. He's angry. I would even suggest divorcing, and states the only reason to divorce is due to infidelity, not because someone's no longer attracted to you. In what world do you live in? Not you, OP, your husband. And you are, in a sense, because you cheated your life out of a life she was promised of loving relationship where intimacy happens, because it's not only about sex, about physicality. It's for that intimacy, to being desired and wanted by your partner. And what you're doing is that you're constantly cheating on her with those AI images of her. Like some different version of her. It's a little bit sticky, that. Icky. If not to say anything worse than that. So am I the a-hole for wanting a divorce? No. But maybe consider going to therapy and unpack his problem with a little bit bigger woman. And yes, obviously, again, it's attraction, right? So you might not just feel attracted to a bigger woman, but it's your wife whose weight changed. You definitely want to change something about it, don't you? You want to carry on and have fulfilling relationship, both of you. And you want your wife to be feeling wanted. But regardless, I don't feel like you're an a-hole for wanting a divorce. You're thinking healthy about it. We have gone to marriage counselling. He's been to 2 separate counsellors to try to fix it, in no avail. Oh, I'm sorry, OP. So there you go. Yeah, you already tried. He also says I'm wrong to go through his phone and find out he's editing more photos of me to use for his pleasure rather than us having intimate times. Oh my God, I was right. He's literally cheating on you with you, but the version that doesn't exist. Ugh. I'm scared to leave him because we have kids and this is my first relationship, so I don't know if it's an appropriate reason to get a divorce. What should I do? Help. Oh my God, I was even... I guessed I was right. You were very young, both of you, when you got together. Well, yeah, obviously you were married for 10 years and you're 31, so it's 21. And who knows how much longer you've been together. You were only 20, probably even younger. Oh my God, you probably were high school sweethearts. Oh God, I already told you, OP, what I think about all of this. But let's have a look at a couple of comments. Not the a-hole. I was able to sort of see both sides until the AI thing. Yeah. What the crock of nonsense, editing a woman who had children to look sickly thin, as if that should be the standard. Why should he care about other men gaping at you? You're his wife? Editing photos of you and then getting angry at you for questioning what's done with your own images is also a huge red flag. I'd be running. Yeah. This is you, your image he's just editing. You imagine it was somebody else, not your husband, same thing. It's just like invading your privacy. Your sense of self. Ugh. You can't divorce for any reason you need. It's 2026, honey. Exactly. Best of luck. Sometimes it's better and more freeing to be alone. That certainly is true. Another person said, because he's lying to try to keep you from leaving, this is emotionally abusive relationship. Yeah, that's another take I didn't consider. And another one, fantasy can also be about controlling. Your husband controls the narrative of whatever fantasy he has. That's all well and good if the fantasy stays in his head. This hasn't. He has told you to look this way or he won't find you attractive. Please try and divorce. Oh yeah. That didn't even occur to me. Oh, he made it all even more sinister. Yeah. Oh God. Not the a-hole. Please get divorced. Okay, I think I will end the video on this note then. Thanks for watching. Remember, leave the comments below. Looking forward to hearing from you.